So welcome back to part 2 of this month's What's in the Young Living box. And as I said before, we're going to talk about some of these wonderful essential oils and also some of the supplements that Young Living put out as well. So what I'd like to do first is have a chat about the Idaho Balsam Fir, which, as I said before, is one of the key ingredients in some of the blends that I make for my hip support. And I'm just going to have a read straight out of the Essential Oils desk reference book, which I have here. And it says that the balsam fir tree is commonly used as a Christmas tree, and it's been prized through the ages for its medicinal effects and ability to heal respiratory conditions and muscular and rheumatic complaints. So it lists some medical properties there, which I'll let you have a look at yourself, so I'm not breaking any FSA and FDA guidelines. But needless to say, it's great for throat, lungs and respiratory if you want to open up the airways. It's also good for fatigue. It's great for supporting joints and ligaments and muscles, and really good for your skin as well. A number of skin conditions, it's one of those oils that you can use for those. As far as the actual fragrance of it, it's grounding, stimulating to the mind and relaxing to the body. So quite a few uses there, and as I said, it is one of the main ingredients of both of the blends that I use for my hip support and for my muscles as well. The other one that I use in that blend is Helichrysum, which I've bought in, and it is quite an expensive essential oil. One of the reasons is because of the type of flower that it is and the way that it has to be harvested. So Helichrysum oil comes from the flowering plant that's traditionally wildcrafted in the mountains along the Dalmatian coast of Croatia, and it's sometimes known as the everlasting or immortal flower. Now, unfortunately, over years of over-exploitation, it's led to the decimation of the wild Helichrysum harvest. So Young Living, as a company, they have their own farm in Split, Croatia. It's called the Dalmatia Aromatic Farm in Split, Croatia, and they also have their own distillery there as well. And it's quite a lengthy process in harvesting. There's only a very short window. I believe from memory it's something like the government only allows 55 days for the distillation of the Helichrysum plant. And one of the interesting things that I learned was that to cultivate the plant's quite delicate, so to cultivate the plant in an environment that best suits its needs, Young Living actually brings in brings in rocks, and so that the area is a dry, rocky environment for the plant. Now, the word Helichrysum is from the Greek helios for sun and chrysos for gold, and it's one of the world's most sought after essential oils and native to the coastal locales in places such as France, Italy and Croatia. And it blooms, as we said before, in rocky soils, and then obviously the harvest is quite a painstaking process and is very hands-on because of the type of environment that the plant grows best. Now, the key constituents of Helichrysum essential oils are nerol acetate, gamma-curcumine, which is a sesquiterpene, alphapinenes. Now, alphapinenes make the oil highly bioavailable with 60% human pulmonary uptake with rapid metabolism and redistribution. Alphapinenes is one of the many terpenes and terpinoids found, this is interesting, in cannabis plants, and is thought to reduce the memory deficits commonly reported as a side effect of THC consumption. Beta-Caryophyllene is the primary sesquiterpene in Helichrysum, and beta-Caryophyllene has the distinction of being the first known dietary cannabinoid and is a common component of food that the GRAS generally recognises safe status and is approved by the FDA for food use, which is pretty interesting. It also contains the constituent beta-caryophyllene, which is a sesquiterpenoid, and is that particular sesquiterpene is a constituent of celery oil. So that was quite interesting, I thought, that information there. Now, when we talk about sesquiterpenes, what are they? So I just thought I'd tell you very quickly. I'm going to refer to the International Journal of Molecular Science 2013, and it's the January issue of that journal article, and the name of the specific journal article is Sesquiterpenoids, Lactones, Benefits to Plants and People. And you can find this in the National Institute of Health in the PMC US National Library of Medicine, and I'll leave the link to the DOI article at the end of this clip. It says sesquiterpenoids, and specifically sesquiterpene lactones, which means they're from a very large and widespread family of flowering plants, may play a highly significant role in human health, both as part of a balanced diet and as pharmaceutical agents due to their potential for the treatment of, and you need to read the journal article to find out what sesquiterpenes are good for, because it would really be against Young Living's regulations if I did that as part of this program. So what I'll talk about next is peppermint, which is that one? Yes, peppermint. Peppermint essential oils. Now, peppermint is originally from Europe, but 75% of the world's supply is now grown in the United States. And to produce Young Living's peppermint oil, they look to a number of different farms, and these include the Whispering Springs Farm in Mona, Utah. Now, one bottle of peppermint essential oil is created by steam distilling 600 grams of the leaves and flowering tops of the peppermint plant. The key constituents of peppermint oil are menthol, which is menthone, which is a monoterpene, methylfurane, eucalyptol, which is a monoterpenoid, isomenthol, which is a monoterpene, neomenthol, which is a monoterpenoid, and methyl acetate, which is a natural monoterpene. These are obviously all natural. So all monoterpenes in peppermint oil. And if you Google this and you want to find more about sesquiterpenes and the different things and monoterpenes, you can look that up yourself. The next one we'll look at before we have a bit of a break is Thieves Essential Oil. Actually, we'll do all the essential oils. So Thieves Essential Oil, which is a blend that Young Living make, which is based on the legend of the grave robbers or the thieves from the 14th century France. But I've talked about that before, and that's easily referable on the internet. So what I want to talk about, I'm going to actually read what it says in the blurb in this month's promotion. It says, diffuse this powerful blend during the day or night to help neutralize strong odors and purify the air around you with this irresistible, rich and spicy aroma. Add 4 to 5 drops to your dishwasher or to your dish water to thoroughly clean dishes and eliminate stale smells. Now, you can look on previous videos that I've done, and I have done one where I've actually done some dishwashing with using Thieves Essential Oil, with nothing else, just Thieves Essential Oil and water, and it's done a fantastic job. And I've also done some posts where friends of mine that have dishwasher machines have used just 3 or 4 drops in their dishwashers, and the results have been spectacular. It's something you wouldn't think of, but it does work very, very well. What is in Thieves Essential Oil? Clove, lemon, cinnamon, Eucalyptus Radiata, and rosemary. So a great product there. And the last one we're going to look at is the newest one that I've got in, which was along with Thieves being a free oil. So I'm going to rearrange those. They're the ones that I bought, and these ones over here are my freebies. So this is one of my freebies, Eucalyptus Radiata, which along with the Thieves and the lip balm and the inner defense were all free in this month's order. But the Eucalyptus Radiata, and the blurb says it's loved for its fresh, pungent and fruity aroma. Eucalyptus Radiata sparks a sense of refreshment and renewal. It's popular in salons and spas, and this scent promotes a stimulating environment anywhere it's diffused. The soothing scent of Eucalyptus Radiata also makes it the perfect addition to any bedtime routine when diluted and applied to the chest or back, obviously because you can breathe freely during the evening. And due to its gentle aroma, Eucalyptus Radiata is the preferred choice for children, and it's one of the most versatile eucalyptus oils. So I'm pretty stoked to get this one in, and it's, as I said, it's one of Young Living's newest oils. It's only been available in Australia recently, and it's always been available in a blend, but on its own it's only just came out, and I'm really looking forward to using this. And it's quite an economical oil, so as far as reordering a eucalyptus oil, that could be one that I'm going to go to, especially considering that I have 4 children, and you know, it's not going to be one of those oils that's too harsh when they're inhaling it. So that will conclude part 2. Part 3, I'm going to have a chat about the lip balm, and I'm going to compare it to other brands of lip balms and what the ingredients of them are and why they're harmful. And I'm also going to have a look at inner defense, and we'll have a look at sulfazyme as well in part 3. So I hope you will stick around, and see us then.